Every time. Every time.
Got technical difficulties here.
All right. I'm gonna get my cord and plug it in. So.
Good evening.
No matter how many
we dropped.
videos, I have to get a better system figured out for these live videos. I'm sorry. People are gonna think, well,
Don't give up on us. Sorry, guys.
we're amateurs. It's okay.
Very much so.
Okay. Well, we're gonna have to get creative here. There.
There we go. Hi, Aaron.
Welcome. My hair's a mess. I was out in the garage. I got garage hair.
You got garage hair. I got end of the week work hair. I'm tired.
Yes. Well, that was a challenge to get a landscape mode.
That's what I said to him right before we started. Wait, is it the right direction?
It's not my fault. The YouTube app is lame. The way you only have like a second to turn it, and then it locks it in.
Hey, Dave.
What's up, Dave? And if you try to turn it back, it won't. Once it starts, you're committed. So that's that.
Yes.
We haven't done one of these in a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
What's new?
I've talked to you. We haven't done one of these.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I meant like to tell them what's new. What's up?
New with you?
What you been doing?
Yeah. We haven't really had a lot of videos lately.
No.
We've been busy, but not doing fun stuff. And I don't even know what we've been doing.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It's the weather's getting better. Next week's gonna be nice, and hopefully we get out more. But
yeah.
I'm glad
Thanks
you
for
guys could
tuning
be
in
here.
tonight. I know it's kind of a weird night, but just worked on our schedule, so we figured we'd give it a try.
Yeah. Isle of Man. Oh, would you go to the motorcycle races? That's the only reason I know of that island. Well,
I'm just waiting to see if a few more people come on before we do.
this is not my show tonight. This is
giveaway.
This is her
This
deal.
is my copy, and I don't know if you can see it. I've got all these flags here. I just love this book.
Hey, when you
It's
hold
so
this
good.
book up, it changes the color of the video.
Whoa.
What is that?
That's weird.
Can you see that on your end? It turns the whole
That's
video
weird.
red. Weird. It's crazy.
Cool.
Yes. Where are your favorite YouTube people? I'm sorry. YouTube just isn't what it used to be. So Dave, you could see the camera getting red. It must be the focus of the color.
I guess.
It's because it's love. It
turns it to pinkish. What you doing there?
It is a dreary night here. I'm thankful for daylight savings time because it's 7 o'clock and it's still light, but it's rainy and kind of dreary out, so could be the lighting.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. The daylight savings time has been, maybe that's why I'm really tired. It's just been an adjustment this week. I like it too. I like seeing the longer days, but man, it's hard.
The mornings, it's really dark. You live 100 yards from the TT course. That's pretty cool.
Okay.
It's those really fast motorcycle races where they're like through those narrow streets, going like 200 miles an hour and hitting hay bales and flying off cliffs and stuff.
Wow, okay.
It's pretty cool.
Sounds crazy. So, okay, I don't know if you're here to see us or to try to win the book, but we better get to it, right?
Get to it.
So, if you watched the other video, I talked a little bit about this book. It's written by Crystal Payne. She has written other books. I've read at least one of them that I remember and liked, but this is a new book about parenting. She never thought she would write a book about parenting, but God just led her to it, and it is a really good book. She talks about how
you know they can't see your hands, right?
Sorry.
She's on the table shaking the camera.
Okay, let's just take a minute and say the book feels really cool too. It's like velvety and the heart is raised. So I was kind of doing this. So, but yeah, it's a really good book. If you have kids or grandkids or nieces, nephews, anyone you're if you're involved with kids in any way, it can be a good book for you. Seth's not a reader, so he hasn't read it, but I'm always...
I can read, I just...
Oh, he doesn't like to read.
I don't sit down and read a lot of books.
He reads
anymore.
a lot of articles and stuff, but so I'll just say, hey, listen to this, like pick out the really
Highlights.
Highlights. Thank you. I don't like to highlight in my book. I don't like to mark up my pages, but anyway, that's why I'm using these paper things. So it's a great book about parenting, and I'm glad you're here, and I hope that even if you don't win, that you might buy it yourself or request your library to buy it and give it a good book, because it's really good. But I wanted to talk a little bit about some of the comments that we got from the video, which is one way we were going to choose one winner. We're going to have 2 winners tonight. You're going to win a copy of the book and a $10 Amazon gift card. So,
and how we're going to do, because we're going to have to get your address, so I will post my email, like our YouTube email address, in the comments of this video once we're done, and you can contact us through email privately and give us your address so we can send your award to you.
Yep. So I just thought it would be interesting to talk about some of your tips from parenting, what advice you might have. So that's what I asked you to do in the last video, was to comment your best advice. So I wrote a few of those down and thought we could talk about them a little bit.
Sure.
So you need to listen and talk with your kids. And I think Crystal talks a lot about that in this book. And I was just talking to Seth about that. The latest chapter I read was about getting your kids to talk to you. And it was saying how we can't expect them to want to talk to us all of a sudden when they turn 15 to 16 years old if we haven't been willing to listen when they're 8, 9, whatever.
And that's the challenge for us, because right now our kids' problems are big in their world, but to us at the end of the day are just like, so what's the big deal?
Not a
Like,
big deal.
you talked for 20 minutes because your chocolate milk got spilled in the cafeteria, but in their world that's big,
Right.
and we have to, put our phones down and focus on them and
Yeah.
show them that we care now, so that, when
They'll
they steal a
want to
car
share.
when they're 17, then they can come to us about it. Hopefully they're not doing that.
I hope not. But yeah, just taking the time to listen, and one of our children can be very wordy and it gets a little drawn out. And
Hard to listen
and
to.
I want to say, okay, wrap it up, get to the
good part,
point.
yeah.
But that's their personality, and so, this isn't something that you guys said, but in Crystal's book, she talks about how we can't expect our kids to conform to who we want them to be. And sometimes I think that's hard, to just really celebrate their personalities and their likes and interests, and not, they may not want to do what I want to do, or, just spending time with them doing what they enjoy. I think that really shows how much you care.
Yeah.
So
I have trouble not thinking, especially with Saul, that he's not exactly like
Yeah.
me. Like, doesn't do the same things I did when I was 10,
Right.
or that I like to do now. And, like, he is his own person. I would have liked my dad to do my hobbies, my things I was interested in. So we got to kind of put our needs aside and show them.
And there's balance with everything, because I think about Scarlett, I personally like to be really neat and organized and tidy, and Scarlett is this free spirit, artistic. Okay, that's not a nice way to say that.
I've called her that before.
She might have art projects going on all over the house, and I'm like, oh my word, child, clean up. But some of her creations are really incredible, and I have to take the time to stop and thank God for giving her that ability and that talent, and knowing that, He is a God of order, but also a God that created beauty for us to enjoy. So I try to remind myself of that that's special to her, that those abilities. So, anything to add?
No, I got a big list here.
I got a
keep
big
moving.
list. Keep moving. Don't assume what your child is going through. This can close them off to you. And I liked that comment because I think as adults, sometimes we do, like Seth was saying, like, that's not a big deal. You know, we know what we went through as kids, so, oh, it was probably the same, you know. But that doesn't mean their feelings aren't real and they need to express them. So I think taking the time to sit and talk with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't just assume that you understand everything they're going through.
I find myself in a hurry and I'll often cut them off. Like,
Yeah.
okay, well, I'll just throw out what I think is the answer
Right.
or their conclusion, and because
Right.
you know we have stuff to do, or they've been talking for 20 minutes,
Yes.
when that may not be at all what they're dealing with.
Right.
So
Exactly.
communication and letting them be their own little person.
Another piece of advice was admit when you're wrong.
That's hard.
That's hard.
It's less hard with them than it is with you.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that as hard for me to go, hey, Saul, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have, blah, blah, blah. Because if I do it to you, then you saw the video from the Grand Canyon.
Because you
Then-
never do.
Look, I'm right, you're wrong, in your face. She rubs it in. The kids don't rub it in, they just say, it's okay, Dad.
At least our children, I think most children are so forgiving.
They don't hold
They-
grudges.
no.
They're like dogs. Like, you can be mean to your dog and it will still just come back wagging his tail and it always loves
Yeah.
you.
No,
Kids,
we're not like intentionally mean
No,
or
but
doing the same things over
They
and
don't
over.
resent,
But
they move on, and
they really do. So, but I really think that taking that minute to stop and say, I was wrong and I'm really sorry, I think that means so much to them.
yeah.
Because you know those moments where you're overwhelmed in your own life, and I talked about this on the other video, and how they might do one little minor thing and you're like, you want to explode at them, or maybe you do. And I think sometimes they're confused at like, whoa, I know I, misstepped there or whatever, but it wasn't that big of a deal, was it? And so I think when, everything calms down and you go back to them and apologize, I think that reassures them, and it also helps them know you're human. That's one of the next ones. Everyone is human, and we are. And we can't expect perfection from our children either. I think I struggle with that a little bit because our kids are so well behaved that when they're not, I'm like,
Whose
excuse
kids are
me,
these?
who are you? And I think we used to really parent from a point of obedience. I expect you to obey. I want you to do it now, with a happy heart, and just, they're human. I want them to feel more of a relationship than just, I have to do this because Mom said, and and like, I want them. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, everyone is human.
Yeah. Giving them respect.
Yeah.
Just like you would like.
Yeah.
Sorry if we're looking down. We
Yeah,
have,
I
she
wrote
some
them on
of
the
her
papers because
key comments.
I just wanted to remember what your advice is. Kind of going along those same lines. My way isn't always best, and I have learned so much from our kids. Like,
Yeah.
and I think my type A personality is a little bit, I want it done this way, and this is why, and but I'm working on that, and, working on it with the kids too, and trying to let them have a voice and see, why would we change it, and what are your thoughts on this, whatever the topic is. And just Seth and I try really hard to give explanations, because I think sometimes the kids don't understand, and,
Sorry, I can't
why
see the
can't
comments.
I do that? It really helps them understand rather than just a no because I said so.
Yeah.
know what I
that was
mean?
that's an old school, pretty common
Yeah.
thing. Like, you don't question
Don't question
teacher, your parents, the
Yeah.
the authority,
Right.
just because. And as humans, we don't want people saying that to us.
you want a pre-spanking because you're not going to obey? That's funny.
A pre-spanking.
Just
Proactive
get it,
spanking.
Just get it now,
Yeah.
get it over with. I
That's a
like
good
that
one.
That's funny. I forget what we were saying. Oh, just giving them the reason of why and what your why your
I
answer
think
is.
when I'm angry, a common phrase I say is, "I'm not just trying to be mean. I'm telling you not to do this because
Yeah.
you're gonna get hurt, or
Yeah.
you're gonna break this,
Right.
or this will happen."
I think the safety issue has come up a lot in our house. I can't think of anything right now, but I just remember explaining to them, I don't want you to get hurt.
Mhm.
That's why I'm not going to give you the freedom to do X, Y, Z.
Whereas kids don't think like that. They just
No.
think these two big people are taking away my fun.
Taking away the fun. Yeah. And
Yeah.
we say that all the time too. I'm not trying to be
We
mean.
want them to have
I'm
fun.
not trying to suck the fun out of your life. I'm trying
fun
to
sucker.
protect you.
Fun sucker.
So, and then we've explained that is our duty. God entrusted our children to us, and part of that responsibility is keeping them safe.
Yeah.
So,
Hola.
hola. Try to find common ground. I think that can be good to connect and bond. That's the word I was trying to think of.
I think that's pretty easy for us most of the time. Like
Mhm.
our kids are pretty cool, and
Are really
since they do a lot of stuff with it, they are their own individual, but they really have a lot of the same
Yeah.
interest as us.
Yeah. I think too, like, for us to be willing to try new things that maybe we wouldn't choose,
Yeah.
but it's something they're interested in, so sure, I can't think of anything. My mind is very...
Hey, so not change the subject, but
Okay.
someone just asked if we do a good cop, bad cop routine.
Mm,
I think
we-
sometimes.
sometimes.
I think it's by accident sometimes.
Sometimes I get my feelings hurt because I have a really good idea and I do all the groundwork, but Seth might be the
Well, I think,
giver or like, and I'm like, hey,
but with the discipline stuff,
sorry. Yeah,
I
discipline.
think. Well, we'll get back to that. But,
Oh, okay.
I think there's times where something happens and it really gets to me, and you're not that bothered by
Yeah.
it. So just
Yeah.
naturally, you're like, just calm down. It's not.
Yeah.
Or it's the other way, and Scarlett wrecks all your nail polish.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be the mad, and I'll be like, well, just get more at the dollar store. It's no big deal. Or,
Yeah, no, I think
And
that's
then,
true.
so I think that turns into the good, like not so much good cop, bad cop.
yeah,
but
we
like
don't like make a plan like
furious parent, like just daddy chill.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that can depend on your day and how much time you've
Yeah.
spent with them, and like, is this a repetitive thing you've been talking about? Whereas I might not even know it's something you've been trying
Yeah.
to deal with, or
Like if
you
you've
know.
been away all day and I'm
Yeah,
at my
you're
breaking
like,
point and you come back
exactly,
in
and
and
like,
some little thing
this is not a
happens.
big deal.
That's when I usually just walk away.
Yeah, yeah. But,
But what were you?
oh, just like, I love surprises and I love to surprise the kids. So sometimes I'll, plan something or buy them something and have a whole grand thing. And Seth will be like, oh yeah, so you guys ready to go to here or whatever? And they didn't know about it. And then he's the
I'm
hero.
not a surprise guy. She also gets mad. She will spend all day and have this activity and crafts and food and like just make the whole day awesome for them. And then I'll come home and they'll be excited but not like over the top, and they'll be like, hey, do you guys want ice cream? Yeah, like they'll have the biggest reaction over the smallest thing.
Yeah.
And then she gets
I've
feel-
worked
she's like,
all day.
oh, super dad coming in with your $2 ice cream and save the day. She takes that personally.
But we balance because, he totally forgot about St. Patrick's Day, but
Yeah,
I
wouldn't.
had it ready.
Any
I'm
of
good.
the magical lies. I don't do any of that stuff. I mean, I help, but she comes up with all the plans and ideas, so
Yeah.
she gets that credit.
And they would be sad without it.
They would.
So, let's see. Last comment. Always let them know they are loved. Of course, that is excellent. And I guess along those lines, digging a little deeper and trying to find out what makes them feel loved and how you can display that regularly. I think we have to be careful of just saying I love you all the time and not really
Stop touching.
I need a
stuff.
fidget spinner or something tonight. I don't know.
Yeah, because I know you in particular. You like your little goodbye kisses, and I love you so much that I think it loses all meaning. It's more of a, it's not like the first time I got a kiss goodbye, that was awesome, but the like 858 millionth time, it's not as amazing. You do it too much, and like I love you all the time.
I just, like
that's her love language. Is like, oh, like I love you, and hugs, and so I could do that a million times, and it would still be special to her. But my idea of showing love is different, and the kids are the same way.
Exactly.
Like,
Aww,
do you guys?
Thank you, JD.
Oh, thank you.
Nightwing. Nightwing.
I'm always gonna call you Nightwing. Do any of you guys watch The Ranch, the series on the Netflix? The boys want so bad for their dad to hug them that they're always coming up with reasons like.
Yeah, like
they'll
to
trip and fall.
And
Oh, sorry, thing. And then they try to hug
him.
him. So like to them, having their dad give them a hug would mean the world
to them.
I hug our kids all the time and tell them I love them. My dad, if you're watching this, when's the last time you hugged me, Dad? I don't know. I'm like Netflix. Cannot think of a time my dad hugged me.
Right.
I knew he loved me, but that's not how. So we all have to find our way.
Right.
Pretty sure Saul's way with me is if I spend time playing video games with him. That's like his ultimate bonding time. So every kid's different and every parent's different, but you have to find out what means something to them, and do that. Make a point.
And
of
I
it.
think it's sorry, I'm just reading this. You make your kids strong and self-sufficient, help them cultivate self-discipline. I think that's something we need to check in with our kids and ask them. I'm not sure how to do that yet, but how to find out what matters to them in what way. I've not read the 5 love languages for kids. I want to read that and just ask them how they feel loved and which way.
You think my dad's gonna hug me next time? I don't know. I'll let you know if he does.
Either.
Don't hold your breath.
I feel
Not a hugger.
a little awkward, but
We'll see.
But yeah, and a lot of this goes for all relationships, not even just kids. But we know how each other feels loved. So while saying goodbye to me every day and kissing before I leave doesn't mean that much to you, but it means the world to me.
Yeah.
Like my day would not be good if I did.
She gets mad. Like if I'm just gonna run to the store for ice cream.
What if it's the last
You'd be
time?
like, that's what she does.
I do.
And I'm like, yes, ma'am. Love you. I'll be right back.
I just always think, what if that's the last way we left each other?
What if I die going
What
down to
if?
get ice cream?
What if?
That
I
would be sad.
rather have that than just see ya.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get to the drawing. I know you're excited, right? I'm excited. So I wrote all the names down from the video from before, and we're gonna choose a winner out of this. How do I choose? How do I choose?
Did you tell them what they're getting for people that might have just popped in?
For fresh, brand new people that are just coming in, we are giving away 2 copies of Crystal Payne's Love Centered Parenting, and also a $10 Amazon gift card to go with that. Are we worried about our kids in the modern culture?
Yes.
Yeah.
I say that all the time.
Yeah.
What is going to be left of this country for our kids?
It's hard. It's sad. Like, but sorry.
You're getting off track here.
I'm getting off track. But I've read a thing that really encouraged me, reminding us that God doesn't make mistakes, and He chose us to be our children's parents. He chose you to be your children's parents in this day and age. He didn't choose for us to be born in the 50s or whenever. I know a lot of people think, the world's going to hell in a handbasket. But God doesn't make mistakes. So we just keep trusting Him and keep following Him and asking for His help through it all. We would not be where we are. Our children would not be who they are without the Lord in our lives to help us through and give us that wisdom. Okay, drawing now. The winner from the previous video is Joanne M. Congratulations.
All right.
You have won a copy and a $10 Amazon gift
So,
card.
say the name again.
Joanne M.
So I will I'll comment on her comment.
Yep.
Because if she's not watching
If
this
you're
right
not
now,
watching,
you won. I'll
You
put
won.
the email in that video and this video, and I'm gonna hound you in the comments until you email me.
yeah, try to
or, you
try
know,
to let us try to get back to
yeah,
us if you
because
win.
we want you earned it. You want it. We want you to get
Yeah,
it.
we want you to get
So,
it. Alrighty,
cool.
and I'm gonna let you do
Then tell them for tonight's winners.
tonight's winner. I had Seth choose ahead of time a number, so he's been counting comments and chose a comment. Did you
Yeah, I
figure
did.
it?
I was. Yeah. Let me make sure I got the right one. Yeah.
So he was paying attention. What happens with your hair? Whose hair?
My hair.
Seth's. It's
I had a beanie on in the garage with a headlamp all day, and it's like. All right, the winner tonight is Steve Smith.
Yay!
So, Steve Smith.
You're gonna get your book.
You're gonna get a book and a gift card, right?
Yep. Yep.
And so, watch this video after. I'll put it in the description, the email, and we'll hound you until we get a
We'll
hold
in
of you.
touch with you.
So,
If you didn't
congratulations.
win, there is one more copy available on my Instagram. So head over to Steh Hiesher, that's me, on Instagram, and you can. There's my latest post is the giveaway over there. So one more copy,
So
one
it's
more.
not too late.
$10 gift.
Yeah.
It's not too late, but wait, there's more.
Yeah. Hey, there's Steve.
I meant
Congrats.
your haircut. Did you cut your hair?
It's not very good. I cut it a while ago. Yeah. It,
Yeah, you're right. It was kind of long on top,
I
short
meant,
on
well,
the sides.
something happened,
Yeah.
and I had to stop, and I never went back to finish it. I don't go anywhere or do anything or see anybody, and I'm always wearing a hat when I'm around people. So
It's super soft. He has
It's
super
super hot.
soft hair.
Summer's coming. I'll get my summer hair.
I like it wild.
Yeah.
Kind of messy. Leave it. I like it. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight.
Yes, thank you, and thank you for the super chat,
Yes.
JD Nightwang. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
Not shaving my head.
No.
Sorry, Doug.
No. He has beautiful hair.
Coming up in the future, we're hopefully going to have some more fun videos
Yeah.
soon.
Hopefully.
Thanks for sticking with us. I know we haven't posted
We've
a
been
lot
quiet
lately,
lately.
but
Aw. Thank you.
yeah, it's kind of crazy that people actually think we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
We are not pros. We
Nope.
wing it every day, but we love each other and
Yep.
we have fun and try to enjoy the simple things.
Yep. We do. And we are so grateful for our kids and
There you go.
didn't like
There you
that.
go.
I didn't like that.
I have not scared her. She's really not been feeling well
Nope.
and been tired. I have laid off the scares.
So thanks a lot, y'all.
And I do have one really good scare. I'm waiting to make a compilation, but I only have one. It's
Yeah.
a doozy.
Yeah.
It's only 17 seconds long, so you guys don't want to see
Gotta wait for
17-second
more.
video. Yep.
All right.
All right. Well,
We're
enjoy
signing
your
off.
Thursday night. Thanks for watching.
again for tuning in, and make some comments. Let us know what you'd like to see, what we can do to bring you back.
Yep.
For the next live or next video, whatever. So, thanks again.
All right.
Have a great night.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.